So Hush is about this guy who's a writer, and to make ends meet he goes around service stations putting up posters in the toilets. On this one night he's driving up to Manchester with his girlfriend and they're having problems, and a truck overtakes them and the back of the truck comes down and the back of the truck is and the back of the truck comes back up and he thinks, what was that? What the hell was that? But then basically ignores it and then enters a whole world of hurt. See, what worries me about getting this shot, if I'm honest, is that it's the actual kind of, for me, it's the sort of secret shot of the film. I don't want people to know what's in the back of the truck. So I'm slightly concerned that of us getting a shot kind of ruins the punch. Big kick in the stomach. Because I always want to, when I'm saying the film, I want to go, well, you know, to buy a good driver, let me see something in the back of the truck, and everybody goes, what does he see? And so it's very interesting, you know? And I don't think anybody really knows what you'll do until you're in that situation. So what would you do if you saw that? What would you do? What would you do? And I think that's really, really interesting. For me, that's when the film starts, because his actions, you know, by not getting involved and by choosing the path that he chooses, and it becomes a hell of a night, I think, an awful night. So here we are again, and we've got to start again, and we've got to get everybody motivated again, we've got to do all this traffic stuff, you know, and it's really, really difficult, you know? You know, you have to have the energy, you know, if you're the boss. I think that's the key, as I think, you know, you come in and I know, you just try, don't you? And all you can do is try. Pressure, dealing with the pressure is massive.
So the truck needs to stay static, yeah? You're following the beamer into the...
yeah, you're following the beamer.
Like the beamer, me, and then followed by Lee.
Yeah. And he's just got to have his foot in the handbrake so it comes off. So once again, we can re-establish. Well, if I'm honest with you, I'm actually a lot more relieved about this and having it at the end of the shoot, because I don't have any real input in this. I mean, I kind of give them the shots, tell them what to do, and everybody else does it, and I just sit there.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
it's wide lens down the bottom. Whereas before, you know, I'm there and I'm on the floor and I'm working with the actors and we're doing this and I'm blocking it, all that sort of stuff. But I'm not blocking it now.
Well, we haven't done that, have we? So we can do it.
So in a really sort of strange way, it's a lot more kind of relaxed for me now. We either get the shots or we don't. And I've planned them. I meticulously planned them. I knew exactly how it was going to work. You know, we can cut the film now with what we've got. We've shot these scenes that happen here already in terms of the studio, from beginning, middle, and end. So I'm really optimistic. This stuff is the key now. You know, when we get this, we have a film.
Yeah, this is Fire Service College, Morton in the Marsh in Gloucestershire. It's the biggest training centre in England and UK, I suppose.
And it's got cottages, houses, helicopters, jets, fighter planes. Down there is the, behind the trucks you'll see the freight trains, the chemical trains, wrecked cars, and over there there's a truck turned over. There's an oil tanker in the distance. So it's got everything. Anything you can imagine except a ship is here, and they torch them every day. They have a quarter mile of marked motorway, which we will be using this car for stunts and for drive-bys. We'll be putting it up on a low loader, on an A-frame, towing it. We have to recreate a traffic jam caused by roadwork, so we're talking about 35 cars. Right. But in post-production they'll be able to enhance that. We'll crane up and the post-production people will computer generate an image of a very, very long queue of traffic, as you would see in a motorway. Yeah. It's a very common technique nowadays. It's not any cheaper, but you get exactly what you want.
Right, everyone gather round, stop what you're doing and listen in, please. Thank you.
Right, just so we're clear, we're doing the master in two parts. So we are doing car, cutting up truck. Tracking vehicle here has a camera here, looking that way, and we have another camera there on the long lens, picking it up. So we have car, cuts up the truck, and then we reset. We put the cones up, and we have car, truck. Truck driver goes like this, 3 times, and then he brakes, and you go round, and you hit the cones. This tracking vehicle follows him that way. They're the 2 shots that we've got to do. Right, yeah?
Let's do them.
Okay. Ready? Settle.
Settle.
Rolling. 68, take 1, camera rolling.
And action!
Tus trailers. Visita mi canal.
Oi! What are you doing in there?
Nothing. I'm just looking for my girlfriend.
I know you, don't I?
Look, I know how this must look, but it's really not what you think.
You were spying on me!
No, I wasn't. I thought you... Look, I'm looking for my girlfriend. I can't find her and I thought she might have come in here.
Yeah, I get it. Get back from the game all time top. It means being up to, yeah, very funny, very funny.
Move to your right, Robbie. Stop, everybody, stop there. Robbie, move to your right. Move to your centre. That's it. That's it. And we're going to start the scene. Action!
Come on. Oh, no. You think I'm one of the... No, look, I'm the poster guy. Yeah? I put the posters up like this one. I put the cow on outside. Yeah, look. Hey! Look off!
Don't freeze! Everybody freeze! Blood! Stay in the moment. Blood! That's good. That's good. Clear, Lily. Let's go. Clear and action! Don't move! I said don't move! Okay?
Alright.
Don't move!
Take it easy. Jesus. Okay. Just take it easy, alright? But I'm just looking for my girlfriend.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you sure? Okay, we're going to remove you from the premises. Everything will be sorted out. You'll be perfectly fine to leave the building now. It's okay. Okay? Don't worry about the thing. We have security guards and we've been employed to look after the safety of the people.
Yeah, let's go. Like a ceiling piece in. Now I'm going to take the sinks out. Very good. Thank you, guys.
What we had to do is we had to build 4 different service station toilets. Our department has been here for like until 11, 12 every night to finish it, because it's not a real studio, it's like a furniture warehouse that we're building in. Now we kind of built onto the furniture warehouse using the existing wall, so we use that as a hallway. And this is a scene where he kind of puts up posters and then he turns around and he's got, oh god, like 30 more, you know. So that's just going to be full of these posters. And that's a girl, Jess, in the art department. So she's designing them as we speak, and then he just chucks them and walk out. So we have to do that makeover today. We can't really properly dress it before we get things from in there. So we're making 2, and then transforming, swapping things over. You know, so we're moving the sink units. I'm gonna go next door in a second and be male toilet. This is female toilet. And we're gonna do a 3rd toilet where they're gonna come together and transform like an island in the middle of the room. And new colors and walls will be painted again, and new features and new details, and so we're trying to make them as different as possible, but within the feel of a service station. It's taken about 2 weeks. Well, it's really been a quick one because we only had this space for so and so long, and then also shooting the cast off next door, so we're building in between takes, which is of course slowing it down a bit. And the reason why the director wanted it to build is because there's going to be shots from above and from down and tracking shots underneath where he's looking for Beth, and we had to have a spacious enough room to do all that and also being able to lit it. And real service stations are often kind of, you know, very cramped or full of people that actually use the toilets, and they're not so cinematic, the service station ones.
As I introduce myself, my name's Chris Rusby, I'm the key grip on Hush. It's the grip's responsibility to sort out anything that supports the camera. On Hush, there's a lot of handheld. There's also loads of support that they need for the cameras. One of the rigs that I've done at the moment is this monstrosity. It's going to be used in a shot that's like an overhead shot of Tarman, who's the baddie of the film. When he enters the toilet block, do like an overhead tracking shot that follows him. And I've kind of braced it all so it stays, hopefully, quite steady.
I mean, our grip, who's absolutely brilliant, Chris, and he's gone away and he's created an arm for us, you know, that he got all his mates to weld it together. He's got this arm that we're going to use to do these shots that are just incredible, you know. They're incredible shots, and we wouldn't be able to get any of this. We've got this tracking car that goes up and down. It's just, we've got these shots that, for me, will give the film, real quality, you know.
What the DOP wants is a shot about 12 feet away from the car. It's going to stay rigid, so while he's driving along, going around corners and doing this kind of thing, the camera's going to stay with the car really, really stationary.
Superfly!
And the background is going to move around it, and you get sort of a weird, disorientating effect. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic when it's done.
End of the first day, I've ripped my trousers. These are my lucky trousers. These are my lucky trousers. I haven't washed them in weeks, and they're ripped. But end of the first day, and we came in on time. It was pretty close, but everything worked, no one got hurt, and it looks fantastic, it looks really real.
It's going extremely well, all very pleasant, people are in good humours. It's all very exciting and worth it. That's my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, 50.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. There'll be drinks tonight in the local pub.
Oh, good stuff. So tomorrow's another day, do pickups, and we're in here for another 2 days, I think. And then we'll be in another studio location. I call it studio, but just a carpet warehouse. So we've only got another 31 days left. Speak to me then, see how I'm feeling then.
We're using the rather old-style back projection system here, and I think the reasons for doing it gives a more natural look. You don't get that edgy look that you get with green screen. And we're using high-definition projection here to give it a more realistic look.
The projector's over here. It's over here, and the other one is down the back. The image is reversed, and it's digitised and balanced.
We've got a rear, a left side, and there's a screen above as well. 2 fairly substantial projectors on our third, much smaller one. Medium one's 12,000 lumens, rear one's 16,000 lumens, which is pretty much as bright as you can go. There's a bit of an art to syncing it all up, but here it's a lot more flexible.
We went out on the motorway and we shot the actual footage we wanted to see. The tarman's truck coming up right up to the back of the car.
The overtaking manoeuvres.
The flashing of the lights.
Leaving the motorway.
The overtaking of the Granada.
Every sequence has been filmed front, left, rear and right.
When we put one camera on the front and another camera on the back, and then we repositioned the cameras left and right so that we get the side plates.
I think these days a lot of people would film this using flatbed vehicles, but the light would change very quickly in a real-time environment, and this gives us a great deal of flexibility. So it's good to do it this way, even though it might be a little bit old-fashioned.
Yeah, I'm just testing a bit of slow fuse to see if it'll give a brighter short circuit effect. It's way over the top for a short circuit really, but it's a bit of artistic license and a bit of tape. So I'm just trying another option to see if it'll give a longer spark duration. I'm using 2 speeds of tape, and it's just a question of whether the little igniter is hot enough to set this off.
It's one hell of a short circuit here.
It is, isn't it? It's too long, isn't it?
The worst thing I ever wrote was exterior night. I know, there was one thing worse than that. Exterior night rain. That's the worst thing I ever wrote, ever.
equipment, you know, it's all getting wet, so everyone has to be wrapped up. But, you know, tank was set out, everyone's wearing wet weather gear. Lots of water down, lots of water in the air. Lots of rain, basically, although we're inside. The car's supposed to be moving, you know, against a moving backdrop. We've got some wind machines on, so when you get the lights and the angles they're using, you know, it comes together very nicely. Gives that illusion.
I'm essentially living the bloody dream, so every day that goes on is horrible because I think it's going to be all over soon, you know? And I'll be back in a flat in fucking Halsden. Do you know what I mean? Just such a brilliant thing to do, brilliant position to be in. I kind of want it to just go on and on and on, you know? Every day that goes by I think, damn it, it's another day, only you know, another 20 whatever to go, you know? I haven't felt this alive in years. I mean, really. Feel the money, you can feel the time, you can feel the energy just ticking away. And so I think you're right there on the edge. And it's like, if you don't make a call quickly, things happen. But you know, when you get back to the end of the day and that feeling that everybody's got, and everybody's worked, and people have put themselves on the line for you, and just all that sort of stuff feeding in, I just think it's pretty humble, if I'm honest. I think you've just got to be humble about it. It's pretty amazing. And I hope it doesn't become just something that I just get to come in and go, oh God, here we go. You know, maybe it's because it's my first film and I feel this way, but I hope not. Yeah, I just, like I said, I want to do this film right. I want to bring it in budget, I want to bring it in on time, I want to bring it in, more importantly, so no one gets hurt. I want to bring it in and people enjoy working on it and they want to work with us again. You know, that's what I want to do, and I want to get a return for the people that have put the money in, and you know, maybe I'll get another chance, you know, and that's what I really want, you know, is just do this for a living, you know, it's that simple. That's really all I want to do, just work, you know, and if I could work, wow, you know, it'd be absolutely immense, you know, just immense. And you know, we're all doing the job that we wanted to do, you know. I think it's something else, you know, and I've done, you know, I've spent fucking 4 years putting up posters in toilets, do you know what I mean? So I know what that's like, you know. But you're right, yeah, I've paid my dues. I think you do have to pay your dues. I think you have to pay the film gods, you know, you have to pay them something. You know, it's an honour to do this, do you know what I mean? It's a real privilege, I think, to be given this, you know. It's a lot of money, you know. It's an immense amount of money, an immense amount of trust, you know. And, you know, you've got to be prepared, you know. All these people are in there, they're working on something that I wrote. I mean, it's just, you know, when I think about it, it just blows my mind. It's just sit there and think, you know, someone's entrusted me with this money. Man, you know, I've got to be on point, you know. I've got to be up when I'm down and strong when I'm tired, you know. I gotta be, you know. I gotta be.
Who I am, what I do. I'm Paul Fair. I'm doing the back projection. It's an old production technique. I think these days it's more common to use green screen. So it's great to do it this way. It harks back to the 30s.
The stuff we did in the first week was in interior car stuff, but we shot it in the studio, and there were sort of rain machines going and like projections when we're sort of driving along in the car. It was just, that was really exciting to see how it would all come together, and it really worked and assisted in us feeling like really natural.
I thought it was going to be like really 40s. You know, you see them in the cinemas, the kind of projections going behind them in the car, and they're both moving in different directions, and the steering wheel's going that way and the projection's going that way. But it actually was amazing. And when you're in the car, you just felt like you're in a car in the middle of nowhere.
There were points, if you looked sort of outside the car, you might see like one of the crew like jogging the car up and down to get a car movement.
Simulate the motion in two ways. One is on camera, and then we've got Dwayne from our art department. He has his Mark 1 piece of stick.
But you did have the sort of prop men underneath going like that, like this, and rain machines, but it was ace.
Technique itself has been used for decades and it works very well.
So the old ways are the best, and you can have full control over it. I've never seen it this good. People are going to ask, how do they do that?
So you want to know who I play? Well, I play the tarman, who is kind of mysterious character who seems to live on the road and have his lairs and laybys, and lives on the motorway, and he's a pretty unpleasant character to come across. No, he sort of exists in reflections and body parts and things like that. It's you know, it's all in people's heads. What is this person? Why does he behave in that way? And in some sense, I think this is not a character who even has a name. So you know, it's just sort of a almost allegorical figure of someone who abducts people.
So I play Zakes Abbott, who at the start of the film is with his girlfriend doing his job basically, which entails putting up posters in service stations and football stadiums up and down the M1. But at the start of the film, when you meet him, the relationship with his girlfriend is kind of not very good. He's kind of given up, and she's noticed that. So their relationship, as a consequence of that, is kind of, on the way out.
It isn't good enough for me, Zakes. I'm sorry.
So basically that's where it is right at the beginning. So they're travelling up and down the M1 delivering these posters when they see
Jesus.
what they see at the beginning.
Jesus.
Everything that Zakes does then throughout the film is as a consequence of their relationship breaking down, and that's the thing with Zakes, and I think that's one of the reasons why I was cast, because he should be an everyman, so everybody should be able to relate to the journey that he goes on.
You can't do a film like that without an actor like that. You just can't do it, because it's just so difficult, so intense. And the night shoots, the running, all the stuff that's on the hoof. The other day we had him sort of been hunted down by an 18-ton truck. It's just insane.